Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Selena. In case you don't know me, this is Selena Yoga Jams, Feel Your Flow Yoga. And today we're actually going to start sitting. I know my intro says to start in a comfortable seat, but we usually start standing. So today, switching it up, starting sitting. So, first things first, make sure your seat is really comfortable. So, I know I'm usually a little lazy and I don't get all the support I need. And then, we pay for that down the road. So grab a blanket or some blocks or a bolster, whatever it is that would help you to sit comfortably. So I'll grab my blanket over here. Sometimes I use 2 blankets, 3 blankets. See how you're feeling for today. You can place the legs in whatever way feels good. I like ankle in front of ankle usually. And if your legs are kind of up there, you can stick blocks underneath or more blankets. Everything else is the same. Let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let go, let go, let go. Before we start with all of our movements, maybe we can do an aura meditation together. So as we inhale, we can visualize light coming in through the crown of the head, positive energy. As we exhale, we can visualize the space around us getting a little bigger and a little brighter. And of course, relax, 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 relax. As we do this aura meditation, feel the parts of the body touching the earth. You might notice inner movement. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel a little sway through my body, and I'm just letting it happen. Imagine an upward pull through the base of skull, through the crown of the head. Relax into it. If you're just joining, grab a comfortable seat. We'll take a few minutes practicing the aura meditation. If that feels good for you, it's your practice. You do whatever you want. So, the aura meditation, we inhale, light up the whole body from the crown so we can visualize bright light coming in through the crown of the head, lighting up the whole body, every organ, every cell, every bone, muscle, tissue. As we exhale, let's imagine the space around the body getting just a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter. So tapping into our own magnetic fields as we release any stagnant stuff, any discomfort, anything that's ready to go. Let out a sigh anytime it feels good. And let's just sit with ourselves in this aura meditation. A few more long, deep letting go breaths. Check in with yourself. Are there parts of the body that could maybe become a little softer? Are there any places inside ourselves where we can transform holding to letting go? And we'll sit with ourselves for another 10 to maybe 20 breaths. letting the breath flow naturally, breathing with happiness, activating our inner smiles. Okay. So, as much as possible, let's see if we can keep this aura meditation running like in the background. So, even though we'll start to do different movements, different things, if we can kind of just keep it in the back of the mind, each inhalation, we're filling up with fresh energy. Each exhalation, there's an expansion that allows us to let go any old stuff. We'll take a few more breaths with it, let it set in. And just a reminder, everything I say is just a suggestion, so you take what you like and whatever with the rest of it. The whole goal of our practice is to reconnect with ourselves. So we want to find the tools that work for us. Okay, so we keep our aura meditation running and let's start to work with the neck. So moving just within a comfortable range of motion, we'll nod the head up and down so we can inhale up, exhale down. Go at your own pace. Come back to center, take it side to side. Breathe through it however you like. Okay, come back to center. Let's extend one leg out. And we'll just point and flex that foot. Do whatever you feel like with arms. So here in Montreal, we have lots of snow. I was out shoveling yesterday. I wore a different pair of winter boots, and now my feet are feeling it. So I noticed change of seasons when I switch my shoes. I feel it in my feet. So we'll take a little extra time with our feet today. Okay, so from going forward back, let's circle. Change direction. Okay, so we'll come to more of a flexed position. Try to spread out our toes. Just take two or three breaths here. Getting a little bit taller. So looking for the upward pull, we can use our hands, give the crown of the head a little massage. Okay, we'll take it into our first twist. So opposite hand to the knee, the other hand comes behind. Long, deep breaths. If you like, we can turn the head and the eyes opposite directions. So start the head towards one shoulder, the eyes look that direction, the head turns toward the other shoulder. Take your time with it. Keep the breath flowing. I know when we concentrate, it's easy to cut the breath. And notice what's happening in the rest of the body. Let the eyes keep blinking too. Just a couple more. Okay, we'll bring the head back to center. The hand that's on the knee, place it on the long leg. The back hand, it could be on the thigh or it could work up. We're going to go into a little side bend. So let's inhale, get long. Exhale, lean. Make sure your foot's still engaged. And then see what you want to do with the back arm. Sometimes I like pushing down into the top of the thigh. Sometimes I like reaching over. You could even have this top arm doing maybe like a pulsing movement. Also check in with your neck. Making sure the neck is as comfortable as possible. I'm just letting my head kind of move around a little bit. A few more breaths. Just find what feels good for you. All right, when you're ready, come back up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. You could do a little up down if you want. Whatever feels good. At the same time, let's give the soles of our feet a little massage. Okay, so we'll see if we can open our hips a little more by opening our feet. So we can pretend the feet, it's a book. We want to read our book. So we're just playing with opening up that book. Now, as we play with opening our book, we could work with the kidney point number 1. I think it's called, the English name is rushing spring. And this point, when you scrunch up your foot, it's like right in the little depression right there. So if you like with the thumbs, as you open the book, you can just put your thumbs in those little depressions. So we get to work this point as we work our hips. Few more. Okay, let's keep our books open. Lengthen up through the spine, relax the face. We'll take a few breaths. And just imagine breathing into the hips. We know our breath is in the lungs. Let's just imagine that the breath is dropping all the way down into those hips. come back to the aura meditation. So as we inhale, a column of light through the whole body into those hips, lighting them up, opening them up, empowering them. And as we exhale, release the space around us gets a little bigger, a little brighter. As we let go of any stuck, stagnant energy, any discomfort, tension, whatever it may be for you. Couple more breaths. Working with that kidney 1 point in whatever way feels good. I start to do a little circular motion, another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, when you're ready, extend the other leg, tuck in the first leg, and we start the same way, just pointing and flexing. If the floor is like too rough, you could put a sock or something under your heel, or if you're wearing socks, it is easier. Notice the differences from this leg to the other leg. I'm feeling a lot more activation around my upper leg than I was on the first side. And the differences are okay. We're never going to be perfectly symmetrical, and that's fine. Okay, let's take it into circles. And you can let the whole leg get into it as much as it wants to. Change direction. Okay, so keep the foot more flexed. Lengthen up through the spine, and let's take it into a twist. So opposite hand to the opposite knee. Back hand comes somewhere behind. Get comfy into your twist first. And then if you like, we can turn the head and the eyes opposite directions. This is a great exercise for, of course, the neck, but also for the brain. Keep the breath flowing, even though we're concentrating a little more. Couple more head movements if you're doing them. Okay, we'll release the head and the eyes. So we keep the rotation in the torso, but the hand that's on the knee comes onto the long leg, and we get ready to do our side bend. So first we inhale, lengthen even more through the spine. And then when ready, we exhale, start to lean. See what you want to do with the back hand. If you want to push down onto the thigh, work it over, and maybe play with little pulsing movements, maybe play with gently moving the head, whatever you like. A few more breaths. And when you're ready, come out of it. Okay, probably our last seated thing. Let's extend both legs. We'll start by just letting the legs rotate in and out. We can lean back into our hands. Thinking of the rotation starting in the hips. Okay, allowing movement through the legs. Let's circle. Now you're losing my feet, but you know what foot circles look like. And you can let the whole body get into it however it wants to. I'm kind of rocking forward and back. Other direction. Okay, back to center. Let's point and flex. Okay, any last things you want to do? Maybe little toe wiggles. All right, let's bring the feet in. So we're gonna see if we can transition into a squat. So if you have a blanket here, that's good news because you can use it to prop up your heels. If you need to, you might not need to. You might want your blocks out in front of you to put your hands on. So just find a way that you're supported and comfortable. My heels are on the blanket, my toes are down, my hands are on the floor. If you prefer being like in a prayer, that's fine. The first couple breaths, we'll just settle into the squat. Let's remind ourselves of the aura meditation. So as we inhale, lighting up, opening up, empowering the whole body. Again, we can have a little extra emphasis of bringing the breath down into the hips. As we exhale, we release using the force of the exhalation to gently expand the space around us, taking with it any old stuff, whatever it may be. Find something to relax, a few more breaths. Okay, from here, let's experiment, see if we can get ourselves into a standing forward fold. So you might want your blocks underneath the hands. So we'll shift, see if we can start straightening the leg. Now, we can keep the heels on the blanket or not. I'm going to keep my heels on the blanket for now and just shift from side to side. You can have the knees bent, they could be more straight, whatever. The hands could be on a block or on a chair. Just stretch the legs in whatever way feels good. Okay, we'll prepare to come out of it. So if you still have your blanket under your heels, sneak it away. If it feels good, another 2 or 3 breaths in the forward fold. My feet are wider than the hips. Make sure the feet are comfortable. Let the head hang and just relax 2 or 3 breaths. Remind ourselves of the aura meditation. You might like to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth a couple times. Okay, let's make our way to standing. We can try to curl up. Once we arrive up to standing, roll the shoulders a few times. Okay, so we'll keep working with the feet and we'll work with our metabolism. So, one knee bends, the opposite arm grabs, pulls back, knee straightens. Other knee bends, opposite arm grabs, pulls back straight. So just remember, opposite arm forward to the bent knee. And then we kind of pedal through it. I'm going to try to find a part of the floor less squeaky. You breathe through it as you like. I like inhaling in the forward position, exhaling as I draw back, but you find what works in your body. We can imagine the upward pull through the crown and add any intention, any imagery that feels good for you. Maybe grabbing onto something, bringing it into the body mind. Also, when the arm goes forward, we can imagine taking something from the body mind and giving it back to the earth, dropping it, letting it go. So we can play with these two concepts. Move at a comfortable rhythm for you. Letting go and letting in. A few more. The teacher I saw giving this exercise recommended 5 minutes. So we won't do it that long today, but if it's something you like, try it at home. Well, you're already at home, but sometime throughout your day. I know when I do it for 5 minutes, I'll be like, oh, I can't a second longer. I don't know, I get frustrated or bored. But then I keep going and I get into it, and then you get into a flow and you're like, yeah, this feels really good. And you find the energy, the strength. It's a nice challenge to give ourselves a time limit sometimes. Okay, a few more. Okay, we'll come back to center. Give ourselves a little shake. Okay, another movement I learned recently. This is for the kidneys. Let's see how I can show you. I think I'll start facing you. So we'll have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Checking to see if I'll have enough room. We'll see. We'll see if it makes sense. So we'll sweep around, leaning back, palms come forward, and then as we exhale, we'll come forward, offering. It's called monkey offers fruit. So we inhale, sweep back, lean back, palms come up, exhale forward, offer the fruit, and then get into your own flow as always. We can use this exercise to offer our gratitude. So taking that fruit from the heart. Okay, the next time we come back, let's stay in this position. So we'll reverse it. So we'll inhale, bring the arms out, shift forward as we exhale, the backs of the hands towards one another. Then we inhale, come back to our starting position. So we're inhaling, exhaling, backs of the hands together, inhaling back to starting position. So we make it a fluid movement. I got these two movements from a Yochi video. Highly recommend. Okay, the next time we come back, let's switch legs. So we'll start serving the fruit. So, okay, I get confused. So yeah, we scoop around, come in, serve the fruit. So we inhale, scoop around, lean back, exhale, serve the fruit. From the heart. Relaxing as much as possible, even the arms. Tapping into those feelings of gratitude. Okay, the next time we come back, let's reverse it. So we work the arms out as we exhale, backs to the hands forward. Inhale, come back to our starting position. So we exhale around, back, so the hands forward. Inhale, starting position. Get into your own flow. A few more. Okay, when we come back to the starting position, bring the feet closer together, hands over the low belly. Let's just circle. Okay, we can place the hands just over the belly button or under the belly button. Relax and let ourselves be pieces of bamboo swaying in the wind. So, not trying to move, just letting our energy go wherever it wants to, feeling whatever is present. Okay, we'll make our way back down to the mat. So let's go into a down dog. Give our legs another really good stretch. So I'm just going to turn so I have room to go back. We'll come down any way you like. Hands to earth, step back to a plank. Take a couple breaths in the plank. Any variations, maybe dipping the hips, or the knees could be down, whatever. Okay, bring it all the way down. A few cobra up down. So anchor the pelvis, tuck in the elbows, inhale, cobra, exhale down. Go with your breath. And when you're ready, come back to down dog, or if you prefer, child's pose. And in both of those positions, feel free to add any movement, any sound. Okay. Let's take the time to grab our socks, sweaters, if there's any extra clothing, whatever you need to stay warm and comfortable. Once you have all that, we'll make our way onto our backs, do a few more things before Shavasana. And of course, if there's anything else your body wants to do, take the time to do that. So when you're ready, come on down any way that you like. Maybe we can start with some double knee tucks, inhaling away Exhaling towards the chest. Next time knees come to chest, interlace the hands below one knee. Stretch the other leg up. It can be wherever. It can be over here, wherever it can be relatively straight. Let's point and flex the foot. Circles. Other direction. Up, down. You could have your foot flexed, or you could point, or you could work between the two. Whatever feels good for today. Okay, we'll add some kind of circular movement. I'm doing it with my knee bent, but you could keep your knee straight if you prefer. Change direction. Okay, the last part. Stretch the leg out, down on the ground, a breath or two. And finally, we'll take it into a twist. So the opposite arm can extend to shoulder level. It can be straight or bent. We'll drag our leg across. The foot can be on top or behind. We can roll onto the outer edge of the long leg. If we need to, scooch both of our shoulders towards the knee. Maybe turn the head away. If you want to put a blanket or a block underneath the leg, go for it. A few long, deep breaths. Let's remind ourselves of the aura meditation. Inhaling, lighting up, opening up, empowering the whole body mind. Exhaling, imagining, visualizing the space around us, gently expanding as we release whatever needs to be released. As you feel ready, come back to center. Both feet on the floor. We'll just do a few pelvic lifts before the other side. Inhaling the pelvis up, exhaling down. You could use the arms too if you like, whatever feels good. Okay, the next time we come down, knees to chest. Again, inhale away, exhale towards the chest. Keep the knees at chest. Interlace the hands around the other knee. Extend the opposite leg. Let's point and flex. Circles. Change direction. Leg up, down. You can flex, point, whatever. Circles. Leg can be straight or bent. Other direction. Sorry about the squeaky floor. Okay, leg down on the ground. Take a couple breaths. And we'll take ourselves into the twist. So hand outside the leg. See if you want the foot on top or behind. Roll onto the outer edge of the long leg. You can turn the head away from the knee. If you need to scooch both shoulders towards the knee, go ahead. Remind ourselves of the aura meditation, inhaling, lighting ourselves up, opening up, empowering ourselves, exhaling as the space around us gets a little bigger, a little brighter as we release anything that we no longer need. Okay, when you're ready, come back to center. And just a couple pelvic lifts just to reset. Okay, get yourself ready for Shavasana. So anything you can do to make yourself warm, comfortable, and well supported. I'm going to grab my blanket and put it underneath my knees. That's a nice variation in general, and especially if there's any low back discomfort. A bolster would be even better, but I'm being a little bit lazy. So whatever it may be, if you want to cover yourself up with a blanket, if you need a pillow so the chin tucks in, just get yourself as warm and comfortable as possible. Let's give ourselves permission to relax. Let ourselves let everything go. Let's gently start to wake the body mind. Adding movement once it feels good. Oh, give ourselves a full body stretch. Bend the knees. One last thing, really quick. Let's have the fingers up to the sky. One arm goes down, the other arm goes back, and we turn our head towards the top arm. Just a few times. Okay, when you're ready, knees to chest. You might like to rock side to side or do another set of double knee tucks. And when it feels right to you, roll to the side. Use the strength of the arms to press up. And we'll make our way to any comfortable seated position to close. So I'm sitting back on my blanket. Okay, let's close our practice by inhaling, gathering more of that fresh energy, giving it to ourselves, wherever you see fit. Exhale through the mouth, release, 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 release. Two more. So inhale, gather it. Exhale. Last one. And just place the hands anywhere on the body. Thank ourselves for this practice. And we can end with a bow if you like, hands on the earth, acknowledging the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you've had a good practice. We're back again here on YouTube, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for back care, gentle yoga, and qigong. So I can't wait to see you then. And of course, on Thursday in our Google Meet Feel Your Flow class. Thank you guys so much. It's really a pleasure, a huge pleasure to practice with you. So I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon.